All right. Hello. Many of you know me as Pokimane's landscaper, but my real name is Bobby Shaw. Recently, there
with a Mexican accent.
yeah. There were many long
racist.
statements regarding activity that has been going on inside the offline TV home. I've also witnessed something very controversial, and it's taken me some time to gain the courage to share exactly what I saw, and I think this is something the public absolutely needs to know. At first, I didn't want to reveal this information because I was afraid I would get terminated from my job. However, due to recent COVID restrictions, my piece of shit boss has lowered my hours to the point where I can't even pay my rent. Just last week, I had to make a drug run for my cousin Ricky, pushing methamphetamines for enough pocket change to keep my landlord off my back. I don't know what happened to Ricky. He was such a good kid. In this family, we always had morals. We knew the difference between right and wrong. We grew up in poverty, and at one family reunion, my cousin Ricky showed up in a souped-up 1980 Monte Carlo. It was fire red with the gloss and shine so bright you could see your reflection. It had 20-inch rims that were bigger and brighter than my future. When I asked Ricky how he got the car, he simply said to me, "I've been pushing weight." At first I didn't understand, and I thought Ricky started dating an overweight chick that was financially free, so I asked him for clarification, and he said, "I sell meth." At that moment, my heart dropped. I realized Ricky was going down the wrong path. Then Angina screamed out, "You sell what?" The entire family stopped, the music stopped, you could hear a pin drop, and then, like a sign of God, everybody looked at the heavens as a fireball appeared out of nowhere. It had to have appeared in a split second, but it felt like a lifetime. The fireball exploded in the air, sending out a shockwaves that blew all the napkins and plates off the table. It appeared part of the fireball landed in the nearby woods. Me and Ricky started sprinting to the smoke in the woods. As we got closer, the heat was unbearable. It felt like our faces were melting. We had to back off and wait 30 minutes before we could inch a little closer, and when we finally saw what hit the ground, what came from the sky, we were shocked. It was a small metallic disc the size of a kiddie pool with hieroglyphics written all over it. Ricky screamed to Angina, "Get some water!" Angina ran back to the pavilion to get a bucket, and I ran back to help her carry it. We dumped the bucket of water on the burning disc to put out the few remaining burning embers. Ricky went to go touch it, the strange object from outer space, and I screamed, "Don't touch it!" He put his hand an inch away and said, "It's not even hot." He picked up one side of the disc, and underneath it was this green metallic fluid. We were all actually stunned. It reminded me of my high school days when I played wide receiver from West Bell High. Our quarterback, Johnny Dickerson, called a Hail Mary play. There were 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This was the last play of the game. The play started, "Blue 42, set hike." I sprint as fast as I possibly could down the field, knowing that this moment would change my life forever. Johnny Dickerson threw a bomb. At that moment, I was Usain Bolt, the fastest man alive, as I ran down the field to meet the football and win the game. Burt Ruckelson Goldberg speared me into the ground. At that moment, time stopped. I stopped living. There was a glitch in the matrix and the world went on pause. That's how I felt looking at this disc in the middle of the woods. Ricky screamed, "We're rich!" I said in reply, Who are you gonna sell this to?" Ricky replied, "I don't know, scientists, a lab? This thing's gotta be worth millions." That's when Angina came up with the plan. She told me and Ricky to drive his brand new Monte Carlo over to Uncle Ted's house to get a pickup truck. We were supposed to come back, pick up the disc, and put it in a safe location. So we rushed out of there to head to Uncle Ted's. We got his truck, came back to the location, and the disc was gone. Angina was also gone. Her car was gone. All the cars were gone. Our entire family just disappeared. We immediately started texting and calling our family members for hours, but there was no response. We went to Angina's house, but no one was there, just her 8 cats, and I'm allergic to cats, and I started sneezing like a motherfucker. In fact, I sneezed on the back of Cousin Ricky's neck. He screamed out, "You sick motherfucker," and slapped me right in the face. My eyes were bloodshot, and I needed to get out of the house. I walked out to the Monte Carlo to regain my health. Ricky walked out of the house slowly and said to him, "Yo, why the fuck did you slap me?" He replied, "Because you sneezed on me." But before he could finish, I cut off, "What are we gonna do? Our family is missing." There was only one possible thing to do. We had to go to the police. Ricky screamed, "I don't talk to no po-po, fuck 12. I replied, "What the hell are we gonna do? It's our only option." Ricky replied, "I'm not talking to no 5-0. Suddenly, I started getting a phone call from an unknown number. I was anticipating that this would be a call from one of my lost relatives. I frantically answered the phone, but to my surprise, it was B&B Landscaping calling me to notify me that they accepted my application and that I was going to be hired to start working as of Monday. At this point, I was out of work for 2 weeks, and I was very excited to get this landscaping job. Me and Ricky didn't have any solutions for our lost family, so we just parted ways. Monday morning came around, and I still don't know the whereabouts of my family. I showed up to work on my first day, and my boss started instantly yelling at me, "Don't talk to the clients, don't smoke near the clients, don't look at the clients. B&B represents some of the most powerful and influential people in the industry. Your job's to not be seen and not be heard." They issued me like a company truck, filled me a lawnmower, weed whacker, leaf blower, and every tool imaginable to make lawns look perfect. I was heading out to my first home, and as I looked at the address, I realized, oh my god, I know whose address this is. It's my online girlfriend's house, Pokimane. I admit it must be creepy that I looked up my online girlfriend's address in my free time, but I was a tier 3 sub, a super fan. Every mile I drove closer to her house, I became more nervous. What if she saw me? What would I do? What would I say? And less than half a mile away, a calm came over me, and I remember what my boss told me. Don't be seen, don't be heard. I grabbed my tools for my job, started doing my job, mowing the lawn and the leaves, and all of a sudden the offline TV door flew open, and there she was. I couldn't help myself. I quickly turned off the lawnmower. An awkward silence took over the area. She immediately looked at my direction, and I frantically waved and started shouting, "Hi, Pokimane." She immediately looked away. She didn't respond. She walked out to the street, jumped in an Uber, and it drove away. Why exactly did she ignore me? I asked myself, and then I realized the sad, undeniable truth. Pokimane is the evil person who convinced my cousin Ricky to sell drugs, who sent an alien fireball to disrupt my family's reunion, who kidnapped all my family members, and she's a shapeshifter who in 1999 shapeshifted into Burt Ruckelsson, who Goldberg speared me and stopped me from catching the football, preventing me from becoming the hero I was meant to be. I'm no longer a tier 3 sub.
Pokimane needs to answer for these horrendous
charges. Can we get an apology video for this one?
Yeah.
Oh baby. Oh man.
Did we just hear like the like backdoor pilot with the Breaking Bad sequel? Like what the fuck?
Oh, that was wonderful.